Hello and welcome to another amazing episode of Fool of a Took podcast, the world's only Lord of the Rings podcast that is filming an episode right now. We are here to talk about The Two Towers, Chapter 9. Everybody knows that Chapter 9 is my favorite chapter of all time. And if you didn't know, I just told you about my good friend Shelob's Lair.
Shelob.
Shelob. How do you pronounce it?
Lair. It's French.
Lair.
Oh my God.
Lair.
Lair. Yes.
Lair.
Schlob's ear.
Shelob's Lair.
Yeah.
Listen, Shelob is well, I don't even want to spoil
Let's
it,
not spoil it.
but Shelob's got a lair, and this is a chapter about it. And Tolkien wrote this. This is The Two Towers.
Signing off.
Forever.
I'm running out of words to say. This is a dope chapter, guys.
I really enjoyed this chapter.
This is great. Something finally happened.
Yeah. There was action. There was backstory.
It all happened in 10 pages and
Yeah.
about 6 minutes. Right? Like,
Yeah.
And you really feel the fear through the writing. Like I was on the edge of my seat. So good.
Mm-hmm.
I have so many notes. Last week I had less notes. Now I have more notes. More things have happened. Do you hear this? That's me slapping my leg because shit's happening.
Yes.
I love it.
He's so
My thigh
excited.
really hurts right now from doing that.
Well, that was dumb.
Chapter 9, Schlob's Lair.
Oh my God. Last episode, Gollum guided Frodo and Sam to the Valley of Minas Morgul. As they approached the Tower of Sorcery, it erupted in thunder, and a large army led by the Lord of the Nazgul emerged. The Black Rider halted suddenly, as if the ring called to him, and Frodo began to reach for the ring against his will until he touched the phial of Galadriel and broke the spell. The Wraith Lord and his army continued on their way. Gollum urged the hobbits to hurry onward, and they hiked the treacherous stairs of Cirith Ungol till they found a crevice to rest in. Frodo and Sam fell asleep and were awoken by Gollum, who Sam accused of sneaking around. Frodo offered to release Gollum from his promise to be their guide, but Gollum declared he must guide them to the end.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It was nice and succinct, kind of long, could have been shorter.
Fuck off.
No, I was
atmospheric.
actually talking about the book.
What?
Yeah, fuck off. It's got appendices, man. There's parts of the book you don't have to read, you get to read.
That's very
Ooh,
true.
I like the way you phrased
Actually,
that.
yeah, that's it, guys. That's the appendices. Please do it.
Well, this chapter was one of those parts.
Whoa, rude?
I'm assuming you did not like this chapter?
No, you get to read. You don't have to read.
Oh,
No,
like
you
it's a
have to
treat.
read.
I might have
Yeah.
not heard the
I
end
think
of your
she-
sentence.
I think
It was
she
the other way around.
assumed what you said, and then she mansplained back to you.
That's what this is like?
Yeah.
That's so much easier.
Yeah.
Just nod along.
Wait, what did you say?
Well, I said the appendices are the parts you don't have to read, the parts you get to read.
We get to read this one. It's a treat. It is a nice treat. The Two Towers, the first 11 chapters were great. The next 9 chapters were, interesting.
They've been a bit of a slog.
There's a slog is the exact word I would use.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's painting the picture of where Frodo and Sam are and what they're going
Yeah.
through.
Totally.
This is an emotional journey, and every step is pain. Because the Fellowship of the Ring is kind of about Frodo bringing the ring to Mordor.
Yeah.
And then the Two Towers is trying to get the fuck into the most evil place on Earth, on Middle Earth. And that shouldn't be a small feat to get into the fortress of the Lord of Barad-dûr. Like,
Yeah.
that, it should be a problem. It should be a whole thing. But for a quick recap, the whole reason they're here is because this is the path. This is the final part of their infiltration into Mordor. They've climbed the stair of Cirith Ungol. They've come from past the city of the Ringwraiths. They survived the Emyn Muil. They survived the Dead Marshes. They looked at the front door and said, that will not work for us. We need to try the side door. We don't know a side door. Gollum has a thing. It's a bad choice. They're doing it anyway. And here they are now. What we're really witnessing at this very moment is the fruition of all of Gollum's scheming. Because you've all wondered, What is his plan? What is he going to do? Sam doesn't trust him. You shouldn't trust him. I hope you didn't trust him because he's had a plan the whole time. And this is the moment where we get to see what it is. Because even Frodo has said, whatever Gollum's plan is, we have to work through it because we have no choice but to use this goblin to get us into Mordor. And here it is. Here's the surprise. And it's fucking wild, right? I don't know if you guys had Shelob on your bingo card, but damn. So
Yeah, seriously.
So the chapter picks up in the same breath as the last chapter ended. Gollum saying, we got to go. And now he's saying, let's fucking go. And what they do is they are ready to enter the tunnel at the top of the Pass of Cirith Ungol. This is the final stage of their journey before they reach the actual peak, the highest point, and then they begin descending into Mordor. And it's a horror of a hole in the mountain. It's a tunnel that reeks. It's dark. It's terrible. And the hobbits just dive in. And the darkness in this place is so complete and so utter and so absolutely beyond their reckoning that they immediately think of Moria. Remember when they spent 3 days walking through darkness and terror and then Gandalf was killed by a demon of the old world? They're in this totally forlorn place, but it's worse because they don't have Gandalf. They don't have Aragorn. They don't have Boromir, Legolas, Gimli, Merry, or Pippin. It's just Frodo, Sam, and God help us all, Gollum. And they dive into this tunnel, and it's a straight shot that kind of leads up into the darkness. They're still climbing. They're still going over the mountains in this thing. And they walk into this darkness that is so complete and so utter in this blasted hellscape that is the Mountains of Shadow, that the darkness here is not just a lack of light. It is an invasion of the senses. It's an invasion of the mind. It's the undoing of the memory of light and color and sound and joy. It's as though they are drinking this darkness in and it's removing parts of them. Their entire existence becomes this horror in the dark where all they have is a sense of smell. And that is left to punish them because this tunnel reeks like a dry sewer. Moria was scary because it was big and empty and dead. This place is scary because it's small and it's close and it stinks to high hell like an orc cave. And they go along and they're touching the walls on both sides. And they realize there's side passages, lots of little side passages. Sam says, like, this is some kind of orc warren, some kind of maze. Like this is an orc hole if there's ever been an orc hole, a nest. And they continue because they have no other option. And that's the thing to remember. No matter how bad this gets, there's no going back. Backwards gets them nothing. There are no other options.
And they can't see anything, right?
It is utter blackness. This place has a malignancy that makes time meaningless for them. They don't know if they've been in this tunnel for an hour, for 2 hours, for a day. It feels like night has always been, night will always be, and night is all there ever will be.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
I don't love that.
No, it is a timeless, stinking hell. No matter what happens, they have to go forward. And as they continue down this tunnel, these side passages, the stink gets more intense. There's a malignancy in the air. There's an evil that's getting to be physically oppressive. And all of a sudden, Frodo is touching the side of the wall and it opens into the space. And then he realizes that this is the place that the stench is emanating from, that this malignancy, that this terror, that this anger is coming from. And he reaches over and he grabs Sam and he says, just run. Just go. We just have to get past this and run. And have you ever been a child and there's a scary room and the lights are out, if you're ever afraid of the dark, and you're like, all I have to do is run past it and I'll be safe. I'll get to bed. I'll be fine. Right. And you just run up the stairs. And then you don't look under the bed. You dive into bed and you put your head under the pillow and everything is fine. That is the strategy that the hobbits try.
You know what it was for me? And I know a couple of people that have had this similar experience where I didn't really have the interior of the house with that creepy feeling where you just suddenly have superhuman speed as a kid. But it was when my parents would say, it's trash night, take the trash cans down.
Yep.
And I would walk to the creepy dark side of the house and I'd drag the trash can down in the front and I put it by the curb. And then it was 2-3 steps from the curb into the house,
Mhm.
even though there was a full 30 feet in between the curb and the front door.
Yep.
I like fucking
done.
Legolas on the snow,
Uh-huh.
just right up it,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Like all of the conscious parts of your brain shut off,
yeah,
and you just wait for the adrenaline to drop and consciousness returns. You're like, oh, I'm here. This is fun.
exactly.
I didn't die.
It's so creepy.
Right. And that's the strategy they employ. They just run past it. And they get to the other side of this nightmare. And for the first time, the passage has split. It's forked. And they can't tell where the main branch is and where a side branch is. And Frodo says out loud, like, a wrong choice is going to kill us. But we're supposed to have a guide. Where's Gollum? Because Gollum went ahead of them a little ways, and he'd been doing this like creepy, heavy breathing thing for a minute and doing the hissing that he normally does, generally being the weird shit that Gollum is. Sometime in the mind-bending horror of going past that truly awful passage and the moment when they came to this fork, they lost track of Gollum. Now it is literally just Frodo and Sam in this endless night. There's no impression that there's any living thing in there with them, but there is this oppressive presence that they can't quite nail down. Because even Sam says, like, we have to go. There is something watching us. There's something with us in this place. And so they pick a path. And they walk up to it, and it's rocked in. There's like a rock collapse or something. This is not the path forward. This is the wrong choice that's going to kill them. And at that moment, Sam says, this is a trap. This is it. This was Gollum's plan. Whatever the fuck is in here with us is going to kill us. And in this moment, the thing that's in the darkness with them reveals itself. Frodo and Sam hear from behind them and above them this like hissing, venomous gurgle, this awful noise of something large in this space with them. And they freak all the way the fuck out. Sam's brain continues working in a way that mine would not have in this scenario, because he thinks all the way back to the Barrow Downs, and he has this flash and he remembers Tom saved them last time. Maybe that'll happen again.
What was that song?
Right.
I would have loved that.
Right?
Oh, Tom, save me.
All I remember, wait,
Oh, Tommy boy. The boys are calling.
the only part I remember is ding a dong dillo. Could you imagine, like,
Just Sam screaming in the darkness.
ding a dong dillo? Just, it's like you can't.
Can you imagine if just Tom just kicked the mountain wall in and went, hello, Shelob?
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he just like knocks the rock out of the tunnel.
Oh, God.
Comes in. Oh my God.
Sadly, that did not happen.
Right. Tom does not come to save the day.
No.
But what also creeps into Sam's memory is a very vivid image of Galadriel handing Frodo a gift. What does she hand him? The Phial of Galadriel, a light for him in a dark place. And Sam is like, Master Frodo, we have a flashlight. Use the light. So then Frodo reaches into his like breast pocket and pulls out the Phial of Galadriel, the star glass, this gift, this light. And he remembers he has this power of the West, of ancient light, of ancient elven magic. And it's this sort of self-feeding cycle where he remembers the light and the light gives him hope. And then as he gains hope, the light grows and it grows brighter and brighter and brighter. And then Frodo speaks in tongues. What we are confronted with at this point narratively is that Tolkien switches perspectives on us, because now we as readers learn about the horror in the darkness. This is the equivalent of like getting the Balrog's perspective of what's about to happen in Moria, because Tolkien tells us that as old as this is, as old as the magic that fills the Phial of Galadriel, the source of this light, this power is, there are older and more potent things, and they are evil and wicked and ancient. And this thing in the tunnel that has trapped Frodo and Sam in the mountains of shadow is one of those things. And this thing is so evil and ancient. It's heard these elvish words before, because when I said Frodo speaks in tongues, I meant he spat out some elvish.
Yeah.
As he's wont to do.
As he's wont to do, because he knows just enough elvish to Donde está las biblioteca? And frankly, this thing in the darkness does not care about the elfish power. It's known elves. It's ancient. What?
I just picture Sam in the cave going, "Where is the library?" Sorry, I got caught up in that fantasy.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Because, Sam can't read. Actually, he can. We learned that.
He writes very long poems and songs, so
He
he
does.
definitely.
He's basically Eminem.
Honestly, you could do worse.
Yeah.
Eminem could do worse too.
Yeah.
Whatever this thing is gloating over trapped prey. There is no escape for the hobbits. There's nothing. And the hobbits run. And this thing follows. And it's having fun with them. It manifests itself as these two big, multifaceted red eyes that just grow in power. And as it grows in power, the hobbits become more terrified. And Frodo realizes that at a certain point, you cannot run from a bear. You have to turn and fight it. And he snaps a little inside and he plants his feet and says, Sam, we can't run. We have to face it. And lo and behold, Frodo has chosen in this moment of darkness, in this absolute moment of hopelessness, that now is the time for knife problems. And this hobbit pulls out his fucking sword and he holds up the light of Galadriel and he says Galadriel. And then he just starts running at whatever this thing is. And this thing, this ancient evil power, is a little thrown because it has come to this place, the literal mountains of shadow, to hide from the sun, to hide from the moon, to hide from the stars. And here in its lair, in its home, has come a star. This phial of Galadriel is starlight in the most basic and magical and potent sense. And this light has invaded its home, and now there's this weird little creature with a glowing sword, because Sting glows when it's near orcs. So keep that in mind. There's also orcs about. This thing is faced with a snack that has drawn a weapon on it, and it begins to back away. With this knife in hand, Frodo attempts to solve the problem. And lo and behold, the problem recedes in front of them. This monster does not want anything to do with whatever Frodo's got going on and retreats. And it's Sam who says, hold up, we got to go right the fuck now. Do not chase it back into that nightmare. We have something else we need to do. We just need to escape it. Let's run for our lives.
Yes. Reasonable suggestion, Samwise.
Right. And so they do. They go back to that intersection. They make the other turn and they book it directly into some kind of strange barrier. And this is a weird moment because they pull out the light and what they run into is an incredibly thick spider web.
Ugh, I hate
Not
this
like-
part.
Not thick in the sense that it's just all encompassing, because it is. It's sort of this gray barrier. There's a backlight and you can see nothing through it. But the strands of this spider web that stretch from floor to ceiling, wall to wall, layers of it, layers and layers of spider web, is as thick as rope. Sam pulls out his knife and Sam's like, I have a knife problem. I can fix this. He can't. He can't cut the strands with his sword. And he's freaking the fuck out. And he just starts slamming on it. And Frodo says, pause. Let me give it a whirl. Sam, take the light of Galadriel and watch our backs. And I'm going to take my magic sword and give this a shot. Sting is an elf-made blade from the Wars of Gondolin. This blade was made by people who have fought things like this evil, like this monster in the tunnel.
And anticipates
Yes.
that evil
Yes.
with like color and
It's a mood ring, but for murder.
yeah.
Because when enemies are near, when orcs are near, it glows blue.
Well, it's funny because when Sam is slicing and dicing and nothing's happening, I was getting so much anxiety. And I literally in my head was going, you gotta try Sting, man. Like you gotta use. And then finally we got there. And Frodo's like, I pulled Sting out. I'm like, right. This is driving me nuts.
Right. Frodo doesn't want to cut spider webs. He wants to cut spider. Like he wants murder. But they get to it eventually, right? And to everyone's delight, and by everyone I mean Frodo specifically, the sword cuts through like hot butter. Or I'm sorry, the sword cuts like a hot knife through butter. And he just starts slashing these webs down and starts moving through. And the further he gets, the closer he gets to the entrance. And he realizes there's light, or what passes for light, because for the first time he realizes they're going to leave this tunnel. They're going to come out of the mountains. They're going to accomplish this impossible task. They're about to break into Mordor, into the most dangerous place in Middle Earth, and they're about to do it. And all they have to do is cut through this shit and keep going. So he does. And he kind of leaves Sam behind a little bit because Sam is doing the rearguard action, right? He's got the light out, he's got his little knife out, and he's waiting for this incredible evil to come and try to get them again. Only it doesn't. He just looks back over his shoulder, and there's Frodo hacking his way and running out of the tunnel, clearing the tunnel at the top of Cirith Ungol. He's made it into the final part of the pass, the part you walk up and you walk down. But there's a tower there, remember? This guard tower that everyone was surprised to see except for Gollum because, well, fuck Gollum. And there's a red light in the tower. It's occupied. There's orcs there. There's someone in that tower. And Frodo's just booking it. He's just going. And Sam's like, hold up. Pops the light in his pocket, throws his elven cloak on, and starts going. Because he's no longer worried about the nameless and ancient horror in the tunnel. He's worried about the orcs that Frodo is apparently just running directly at. But what is this old horror? What is in the path of Cirith Ungol that Faramir knew about, that the Gondorians have known about for time immemorial? And Tolkien tells us what this evil is. It's Shelob the Great, the last child of Ungoliant to trouble an unhappy world, is how Tolkien puts it. This is a monster that is malice, embodied in the form of a spider, a huge and old and bloated nightmare spider, a true fucking horror of the ancient worlds. This thing is maybe not as ancient as the Balrog, but it's as old as Middle Earth. It has been here in this hole in the mountain before the elves found it, before a single brick was laid at the foundation of Barad-dûr, the Dark Tower. It's older than Sauron. Bro, when you are the last child of Ungoliant, I don't know how to explain this without diving off the deep end on the lore. Ungoliant is the spider monster from ancient times that killed the trees that were the precursors to the sun and the moon. Shelob escaped the doom that sank the western half of Middle Earth. She's old and she's bad. And she doesn't give a single fuck about Sauron or elves or men or the ring. None of it. All she cares is for her own hunger. Everything is food to her. Everything is food. She wants to eat and kill and eat. That's all she desires. And because of that, because of those desires, that's what Gollum's hinging his idiot plan on. Because Gollum found Shelob when he was skulking around the Mountains of Shadow. Because remember, Gollum is a creature who wants to run from the sun. He wants to hide from the moon and the stars as well. So what does he do? He checks every hole, every tunnel, every cave, every cavern, and he explores. And in this tunnel, he found Shelob, and he bowed down to her, and he promised her food. If you let me live, I will bring you food.
Why didn't she kill him? I'm not asking you, but that's my...
Right.
Would you want to eat Gollum?
Yeah,
Right.
look at him.
It's like, you got to look at Gollum, and you got to say, this is a bad meal, but it's promising me 3 good meals.
You wouldn't eat the skinny
take-
chicken.
But not only that, he
True.
always says that the ring took everything. He is nothing. She wants something. I feel like she's more of like a soul eater, not just like physical eater.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Also very true. But the point is that this is Gollum's plan. He's going to bring the hobbits to Shelob, this spider demon of the old world. She's going to kill them. And because she doesn't care about the ring or anything else, she's going to cast their clothes and their dirty little bodies away when she's done eating them. And then maybe, just maybe, Gollum gets to paw through the ruins of Frodo and Sam, find the ring,
Yeah.
and then he's got Precious. Then it is Lord Gollum, Gollum the Great, Lord of all things, who is going to punish everyone. That's Gollum's whole plan. So we're watching that in action. But Gollum's not the only one who knows that Shelob is up there. Faramir and the Gondorians not the only people that knows there's something evil in that mountain range. Sauron knows Shelob lives in Cirith Ungol above the pass. And he's pleased as punch. Because if you have to have a guard dog, a demon spider of the old world is a pretty good bet. And And you know what? If it only costs you a couple orcs every now and again to kind of feed it, yeah, sure. Because again, Tolkien does this really fun thing where he offers us a new perspective. For a moment, we get to see into Sauron's mind and how he views this nightmare monster.
Yeah.
Sauron calls Shelob like his cat. The fact that Sauron knows what a cat is like, I don't know.
I loved that.
Right?
The second mention of a cat in the books.
Right.
The first was Aragorn.
Right. But we've never met a cat.
Right. They're more elusive than even Sauron himself.
Right. Right. But that's the relationship Sauron has with Shelob. It's just this like weird guard animal that he sort of like feeds prisoners to sometimes, feeds orcs to. And he's perfectly content because if you've got to have something watching a vulnerable side door, it may as well be this thing. It may as well be Shelob.
Yeah.
And Shelob gives 0 fucks about Sauron. 0 fucks. She's older than he is. She's possibly more evil than he is, which is a whole story. But but she just wants to be fed. And because he feeds her, she stays. And because she's there, she eats anything that comes through. And she's a great guard cat, which honestly, I would never trust a cat to guard anything. Which honestly, I guess, speaks to the relationship. You can't actually trust Shelob to do anything. She just happens to kill things that come through that pass.
Mhm.
When she's ready, she'll leave.
Much like a cat.
Much like a cat.
Can't trust them.
Yeah.
So they're two wicked monsters with absolutely no regard for each other. But you know who knows none of this? Sam. All Sam knows is that he turns around and Frodo is gone. He's like 20 yards ahead and booking it. Frodo is running for freedom, for joy, for whatever, but just running out of this tunnel and into Mordor, which is fucking bonkers. And Sam is like, hold up, Mr. Frodo, I'm coming with you. And is following him. They get out of the tunnels and Sam sees Shelob, this enormous horned spider monster, has exited a different side tunnel above them and is descending and running at Frodo. And Frodo has no idea because he's only looking forward. And Sam opens his mouth to warn Frodo when something grabs his leg and clamps a hand around his neck. And in that moment, Gollum reappears.
Little fucker.
Little fucker. Because he grabs Sam and basically says, got you now, asshole. And he takes a second, he gloats and he says, I'm just going to snap you into pieces. Fuck you, you fucking sneak. You're the monster. And in this moment, Sam shows his colors again. He goes like whole ass barbarian. He is infuriated by the idea of this treachery. He's infuriated that Frodo is in danger and he can do nothing about it. And he resolves in that moment to simply kill Gollum. So he does. Or no. But,
We
but
wish.
he gives it a real good try. He wiggles, and even Gollum is not ready for what has just happened because he regards Sam truly as a fat, stupid hobbit. And he just hates him. But Sam wiggles and he's fast. And Sam is armed. Sam gets his sword out in one hand, in his walking staff that he got from Faramir in the other hand, the one with the iron head on it. He wiggles around and Gollum just barely manages to grab onto the sword arm and twists the sword out. Sam just kind of does a little jujitsu and throws himself backwards with Gollum rolling with him. They hit the ground. Gollum's on the bottom. Sam's on top of him. And Sam just starts beating him with this stick as hard as he can. And he tries very hard to shatter Gollum's arm. And then he tries very hard to shatter Gollum's head. And the stick breaks, and Gollum lives, but is clearly overmatched, and he's not ready for this shit. So he disengages, he jumps to one side, and he starts to try to escape, and Sam takes his sword and is like, the fuck you do? And runs at him, and is chasing him. But Gollum disappears into the darkness. And Sam is huffing and puffing, and he takes a second, and he realizes, fuck, I forgot something. Frodo, I forgot Frodo.
My master.
Right. Shit. And that's when the chapter ends.
God damn it.
I was like, we can't read ahead. I just wanted to keep going.
I legitimately wanted to keep going so fucking bad.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
Because, guys, the next chapter is the last chapter of this book.
This is the penultimate.
This is the penultimate chapter.
I learned that word last time.
And the ultimate. The beginning of this made me not love Frodo. The beginning of this chapter, he's got a real guy wearing sunglasses at a dark party kind of vibe.
Oh my God.
where he's just sort of like, it's fine, man. We're just going to walk in here. And Sam's like, I don't think this is a good idea.
Yeah.
The vibe is off.
And Frodo's like, stop fucking with my vibe, dude. And you know what? Sam was right.
Sam has been right the entire time
But what
about
was the-
Gollum.
But what was the alternative to turn
There
around
wasn't an
and face
alternative.
the
Have some common
Witch
sense.
King?
No, she's right though. Like, and you're both right in that Frodo recognizes that there are no options, but instead of being proactive or creative and finding solutions, he shrugs his shoulders and walks into death in a different flavor every chapter.
Yeah, he does. He
But I think
does.
that says a lot about his character because he would rather choose to walk into the unknown danger than to face what he already knows.
Yeah.
Well,
It takes a certain set of bravery to know how terrible it's going to be and choose to turn around and go back to that. He just keeps moving forward because he doesn't know how bad it's going to be. And there's like a sense of naivety there that's just pushing him through.
Frodo has an incredible sense of duty, and that's what's driving him, right? And it comes from a place of love because he wants to protect the world and protect the people he knows in particular. But Frodo is a very introspective character. Because remember, he leaves everyone else not because they can't help him on the journey, but because he couldn't bear to bring them to this horror and to see anyone die.
Yeah.
And those are two different ideas.
So since this was a chapter about a spider, I just want to know what we're dealing with here. What's everybody's thoughts on spiders? Do we have any arachnophobes here?
I am very pro spider.
Pro spider. Okay. That's good.
I don't kill spiders in my house.
Mhm.
I try to set them free if I find them. Our cats love to eat them. There's a lot of spider bodies left as like traps.
Oh, we could use a big cat in this chapter.
sacrifices. But I love spiders.
We have a big
All
cat.
of our front bushes are covered in cobwebs. And I refuse to clear the cobwebs because I'm like, that's where the spiders live.
Yeah.
Last year I went to battle. If you guys remember, last summer, I went to battle. We had a bunch of bees that moved into our garage.
Yes.
Ooh.
Well, they
yes.
were more
Remember
like
this?
wasps. They weren't really bees.
Oh,
No,
wasps
they were
and
bees. They
yellow
were not
jackets.
wasps.
Like
they,
yellow jackets.
they were bees.
Like honeybees?
Yeah.
They weren't
little-
honeybees.
They were honeybees.
Okay.
Bees are
Honey
cute.
I was stung by them. I
Wasps
know
are
what
from
kind
hell.
of bees
Well,
they
hold
were.
on, hold on. Were they fuzzy or were they?
They were fuzzy. I know what a yellow
Oh.
jacket is. As somebody who's lifelong afraid of bees and allergic to bees, I know the difference between the different kinds of things that fly: the bee, the wasp, the hornet,
Pigeon.
all of them. And my allies in the garage had cobwebs everywhere, and every day they were catching 3 to 5 bees a day.
Wow.
That's good.
And
What'd you,
after a few months, there were no more bees.
what'd you pay them?
I gave
Bees.
them the bees.
So you are Sauron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, you guys can live in this garage. I won't kill you,
You can
but
stay.
you got to earn your keep.
Yeah. Keep
And
the
they
garage
did,
safe.
dude. They did. The bees are gone.
Wow. What about you, Pat?
There's two kinds of spiders: indoor spiders and outdoor spiders. Outdoor spiders, bad. Indoor spiders, tolerable.
Wow. Is the only difference where the spider is located, or are there some spiders that ought to be outside spiders
Oh no!
that might be inside?
If an outside spider comes inside, it needs to die.
Okay, so what makes it an outside spider?
If it scares me,
Fur.
Oh my God.
Fur.
See, for me, when I was a little kid, spiders loved to bite me. So I'd have these terrible spider bites and they bleed. They were painful. And so I personally have a negative relationship with them. But the only ones I really will tolerate or like are daddy long legs.
Okay.
I think they're so sweet and I'll save those every time.
It's just because she reads smut.
What?
nope.
We'll just let that take its course.
Nope.
Can just ponder
She's
that
like,
on your own
is
time.
it? She goes, it's a daddy long leg.
Zaddy.
To be honest, RJ, you absolutely hate spiders. I can account for
Yeah.
that.
Did you know that daddy long legs aren't technically spiders?
Really?
Yeah, they're not.
No.
Yeah.
Aw.
They're
You're
huntsmen.
ruining everything.
Okay, never mind.
Her whole view of the world she just went, oh no.
I was like, I like this one kind of spider. Turns out it's not a spider.
That's actually not a spider. Oh, well, fuck
That's
me.
fine.
Sounds good.
No, it just
insight.
cements your opinion on actual spiders.
Yeah.
That you don't like them.
Yeah, you don't like non-daddy long leg
I
spiders.
don't.
which
Sorry,
just-
I don't like getting bit by a bug that makes me hurt and bleed. Like, sorry. Especially in my own home. When I'm out in nature, I'm like, that's on me. I probably sat on their den or something. But it's like when I'm in my own home, I'm like, get out of here.
Fair. I like certain spiders can live in the house.
Well-
Again, inside spiders and outside spiders. Jumping spiders, I think, are the cutest fucking things in the world.
Oh,
I
they're
love
so
jumping
cute.
spiders. And the little ones, they're perfectly okay to live in the house.
Yeah.
The big ones get gently relocated to the outside.
Here's a question. If suddenly you guys were in Home Alone and the tarantula was crawling on your chest or face or something and you were laying on the ground, would you scream
Yes.
like Marv?
Yes. 100%.
Or would you be like, that's fine, it's a spider?
I would open my mouth, but not to scream. I would put a gun in it.
I already know your answer over there.
I freak out.
There is not a level of audio that the human can hear that would rival the sound that came out of her. The sound that has come out of her body when we are like watching TV and a teeny tiny spider the size of a chiclet will come down and we'll see it come down in the TV light and it'll like, just to see that, it's as if someone shot her.
Because they always come towards me. They want to bite me.
This is fair though.
I've
Spiders.
also had spider bites. They are the fucking worst.
Yeah.
And they leave a scar and it
Yep.
doesn't go away
Yes.
forever.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you
Agreed.
get stupid superpowers, and then you got to fight crime. It's
And then I
bullshit.
gotta fight crime and I don't want
Bullshit.
And
to.
everybody starts calling me Toby.
I'm late.
Right.
Lazy.
Right. It's just redheads all the way.
Well, listen, I would
Yeah.
bow down like Gollum and go, Queen Shelob.
And she's just kind of like look at you, and be like,
And she's like,
It
what's
does
that, like
an
a Philly accent or something? Like, what is this?
This is bullshit. You weirdo, get out of my lair.
I do have a question though, because when they're going into the cave and they're like, ooh, it smells of something. I can't put my finger on it. It's thick and dark and terrible. They have been around the smell of rotting death before.
Right.
Why do they not recognize it?
Panic?
Because they haven't been around the smell of giant spider death, right? It's not the same as being like a wet, murdered corpse. Tolkien takes a lot of effort to impress upon us that this smell emanates directly from Shelob.
Yeah.
This is not a smell of things being dead. It's just the smell of this vile creature.
I did actually assume that she had like a horde of bodies stowed away somewhere, and that was why it smelled so bad.
Like she makes a little like family of them
Yeah,
on the wall
That's so
and like
funny.
talks to
I
them.
assumed it was like the smell of like, you know how some spiders can, most spiders probably can paralyze their prey.
Mhm.
I just assumed whatever that venom was that she had, that was the stench of it.
Oh, interesting.
But that's what I
Interesting.
do. I realized when I love an author and a story, I just create with my imagination a yes and, so there's
Yeah.
no holes.
You just fill in
I
gaps.
just fill in the plot holes
Yeah.
for my favorite authors.
Yeah.
So my brain came up with that. So I was like,
I
that's
love
what
it.
they're smelling.
Yeah, perfect.
It says that they smelled something that made them reel, made them, almost vomit. What smells make you do that?
I have a pretty strong stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does smell not make you want to vomit ever?
I smelled a dead rodent or something in the basement the other day, and that kind of got to me.
A dead rodent?
Yeah, actually,
Okay.
Something rotten in the walls.
Well, because it kind of like that actually feeds into what you guys were saying, is because I always imagine spiders as like, like Shelob in particular, like draining all the goo and the juices out of something, which would leave like a dry, desiccated corpse. But what you smelled was something in the process of drying,
Yes.
which means it's rotting.
Yes.
And that like
The smell of
musty,
Yeah.
that corpsey smell, that gets me every time and kind of like, whoa. But what really kills me is when I smell something that I know is terrible, but it shares like a sort of a profile with like, something I would associate with like a food somehow
Mhm.
or something else. And that makes my brain break. And I hate it every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, for me, it's also goes back to a very specific moment. So one time, Chris and I went to Utah for vacation, and we were driving in these back roads, and we had to go to this like truck stop or gas station on the side of the road in Utah. And this porta potty
Oh.
had not been cleaned in months.
Is in the middle of the desert
And
of
someone
Utah.
had severe diarrhea and vomit
It
on
was
the
130
ceiling, on the
degrees inside.
walls. I mean, you open it up and the amount of flies that were in there as well in this tight enclosed space. And that stench, that rancid porta potty is immediately what I thought of. I normally don't also gag. I have a very strong stomach. I almost threw up and I couldn't go. I had to go outside in the out in the wide open. I didn't care.
Yeah.
I
It
couldn't
looked
go
like
in.
somebody opened the door and then just
Exploded.
exploded.
I think you're right. I think
Missed
the porta potties is the
Rancid
smell that
porta
I can't
potty
deal.
is something. I'd rather go outside and have everyone just see me. I don't care. I can't do it.
Bring a shovel.
A relatively clean porta potty is no problem.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah,
we have one at my barn. That's the only bathroom there is.
If
at the
somebody
barn.
throws up and you smell the throw up, do you then feel like that's going to make you throw up?
No.
For me, it's the act of watching someone throw up. That would make me throw
You ever
up.
seen somebody throw up on someone else?
Yeah. It's great.
It's amazing how fast I wanted to throw up.
There's two things that make me want to vomit when I smell it. One is when you test whether or not the milk is still good and it's not.
Right.
That is a
So
moment where I
spoiled
pull
milk.
it away and I have to like, or I'm going to
Wow.
like, it's going to come out.
Mhm.
Something about that. The other thing is sulfur.
Oh.
So when you're like hiking
Like that egg smell.
and there's that,
Mhm.
like, they're like, oh, there's a lot of sulfur in like that lake. That something about it makes me smell like rotten eggs, and I'm just like, ugh,
You can't go to Yellowstone then.
I can't.
We
I
called it
don't-
Yellowstone National Fart.
Yeah.
The entire place smelled like sulfur.
It
Oh,
does.
no.
All of the steam vents are like sulfuric acid, and they are pretty strong smelling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the most beautiful place on earth, but it smells like a wet shit.
Yeah. I also thought it was really crazy though that when they're walking in the fucking, I don't know if you guys caught this, when Sam and Frodo and Gollum are initially entering into Shelob's lair and they're going down the tunnel, it says there's not even an echo after they call out.
Right.
We know that rocks reflect sound. We know maybe dirt might intercept some of that, but there's probably some dead bodies they're not even seeing that they're walking past. That
Also
are observing
webs.
that. And webs too.
Webs. Yeah, that's
I think
good.
the webbing
Yeah.
is probably it, right?
Yeah. Well, I think at first it's just like a clear path, right? And then it's split. So
Yeah. And they feel like tentacles and they don't know what it is.
yeah,
but
like furry things. Like, wow, I don't know, man.
Something's blocking the sound.
Yeah.
It's
And they
just,
even
I was
do
assuming it was like the darkness was so thick that it was also just cutting out their voices.
when they compare in their minds,
Well, light
Moria.
doesn't do that, but
I know, but it like the
not
darkness,
to get all like realistic in a
the
fantasy
darkness
book.
is literal in this fantasy book. The darkness is
the
physical.
shadow is a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's like a heaviness on the air because like they were having the trouble breathing and stuff. And I think too, it's cool when Sam and Frodo are comparing Moria to, Shelob's lair. They say that in Moria, at least there was a breeze going through, and there was sound, there was space. This is enclosed, it's stagnant. There's no air.
Mm-hmm.
There's this just terrible stench. It's like literally the only sense that they have of where they are.
It's like something is stopping the air from moving,
Mhm.
Right.
blocking it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they talked about that, like that closeness and that warmth and that like dead air and the stink, the only thing that came to my mind was like, I don't know about you guys, but like, have you ever known somebody who's owned like a lizard or a turtle or something, and it's just that weird reptile smell? Yeah. And it just like, and there's this humidity, and it's fucking disgusting.
I had lizards.
Fucking
Wasn't disgusting, but I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, there was a smell. It wasn't so bad.
There was a
Pat.
smell. It wasn't so bad.
Okay, well, real quick then. So speaking of
Hate
when they're,
lizards.
smelling these disgusting smells and they're in this enclosed space, and then they finally hear like the gurgling and the bubbling and the venomous hiss, Sam immediately thinks of Tom Bombadil, which I thought was so interesting because as a reader where we are in the Two Towers, I thought, why wouldn't he go to Gandalf? And then it dawned on me, they don't know Gandalf is back.
Correct.
They still think
Yeah.
Gandalf is dead. And it just hit me how much that the first book, I feel like instills all this hope and it makes you feel, like they might actually pull this off. And now in book 4, that is just gone. I feel like all of that hope and triumph we had has left us as readers. And now we're feeling very hopeless. And I feel like you just realize how strong the enemy is and how long it's been there and how it's just been working its own plans this whole time. And you kind of just are on the edge of your seat. Like, I don't know actually if this is going to work out, no matter how many successes they have on the other side of the map.
Especially if Frodo keeps yelling out in tongues.
That was a weird moment.
That was pretty weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Did anyone
Frodo
else look up
speaking in
what
tongues.
he said?
No.
So I'm not going to attempt the Elvish.
I will.
Esta.
Chris is gonna say it.
I think the only word I
I
can
will
say is
say it.
Elenion.
Ready? It's Aya, Arendil, Elenion, and Kalima.
I love it.
Which anyone who's seen Indiana Jones knows that is what you yell as you have your heart ripped out and lowered into a volcano.
Duh.
Kalima!
That would be an amazing
That is
crossover.
amazing.
Yeah, honestly.
So that's what I thought of when he said that. And I went, oh no, Frodo! You're in the volcano! Get out!
That is so
It kind
funny.
of works, actually.
That really works.
And then Indy runs up. He's like, hey, kid. You know, it's perfect.
Short Round's like, no.
Yeah, short
The
round.
boulder
No,
is actually a spider.
Indy, no. Frodo, no.
So, what does it actually mean?
It just means, Hail Arendelle, brightest of stars.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It just says, as though Arendelle had himself come down from the high sunset paths with the last Cimmeril upon his brow. So he's not necessarily the name of the light or the star, but he had the, did not go into all the lore and all that stuff. He had the light on his brow. Like he took it.
Would love to go into the lore, but she's right.
So, Arendelle was a person that's now kind of the sun.
Possesses the Silmaril that essentially capture the light that is now the sun.
All right. So
Guys, this story is really fucking cool.
So he has power. He has like light
it's a
power.
little more complicated than we can easily explain.
Which is why there's a
Yeah.
whole other story in another
Yeah.
book.
Got it.
Okay.
It's called the Silmarillion.
Meanwhile, I thought Frodo was just reciting every elfish word he knew,
In a panic.
kind of like Gandalf at the door at the gate, just like something will work.
Yeah.
He was like, potato, velociraptor, ruler, chair.
Bathroom.
Nothing happened.
The evil beast.
And Shelob's like, what the fuck is wrong with this kid?
Yeah.
I don't think I should eat this one. He seems off.
Yeah.
So, like I kind of mentioned earlier, they keep comparing where they are to Moria. And there's a certain point where Tolkien, as the narrator, calls Shelob the Watcher, capital W, which made me think back to the Watcher in the body of water right in front of Moria, which is not the same creature as Shelob. But then I had that question, like, do you guys think that's just like the Watcher is just like this malignant presence that watches people? Is it just
It's a
like
big
guard.
big scary thing in the dark that watches people.
that could be a
And guards something.
Yeah.
Right. It could either be like a spider spirit or it could be
Like
like
points.
a Cthulhu type creature in the lake. You know what I mean? I thought that was really interesting because my whole life I always
Point
thought it was
guard.
just the Watcher in the lake.
Yeah.
But here it's on, like halfway through the chapter, it says, but the hatred of the Watcher, capital W, lurked behind them.
So to me, what that suggests is that not that Tolkien is saying that the Watcher is a single entity, is an idea,
Right.
but more that it's capitalizing like the thing that's watching them and just shortening it to the Watcher. And it's creating a character without detail. It's creating a
Right.
character out of an idea.
Which makes it even
Right.
more ominous. Like, I'm
Right.
actually more scared because it's not being spelled out for me.
Yeah, at that point, they don't know what it is yet.
Right.
All they know is they're being watched.
Yeah,
Yes.
and it's
Okay.
same with Moria. Like
And
they
they
didn't
hear
know
it.
what was watching them
Yeah.
then either, and each time it was really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought it was an interesting point and like kind of throwback to Moria.
Mm.
Yeah, so like that's really cool because one of the things that we loved about Moria was Tolkien's like he showed off he's a horror writer, and we kind of got the callback to that. We got a flavor of that here, but this is more action oriented, right? This is more like they are fighting a thing, they overcome it with a gift, and then they run off. Moria was nonstop horror that ended in a death, and that's different, and it's worse.
Question. Did I read it correctly that there's a difference between Sting the Blade glowing blue when orcs around and Sting the Blade catching on fire? Because it's never, ever been described this way. Every other time it was that the steel has glown with a shade of blue. This
Yeah.
time, the rims had a blue flame appear from them. Like I don't think that he had Sting out when the Balrog came because they were focused on running. But I wonder if he would have pulled out Sting if it would have been in glowing. Like you were in front of, it glows blue for like a level 2 fucking orc, but it sets on fire at a level 10 enemy. You know what I mean?
Aragorn's sword.
I was just gonna say, yeah, that's the only other
Catch
time I can
fire?
think of a sword being on fire is Aragorn.
Sorry, I wonder if it was more of like a turn of phrase. Like instead of the whole sword glowing blue, there were like flickers of flame around the edge that turned blue.
Or that the intensity went from a light to a flame. In that, congratulations, you guys made it to Mordor. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting an orc. Like that to me was always the message. It was not that like there'd been a fundamental change in the properties of sting, but that the proximity of orcs is undeniable, that you are very firmly in the land of the enemy. You are very firmly fucked.
That's more words than Tolkien's ever written about sting. It's a lot to describe. I mean, when he even said for the first time, he's like, hey, it turns blue when orcs are around. And we just moved on. We never did any explanation or anything. So Tolkien was very much like dropping a fucking tic tac and going, that's it. That's all you get. He spent a lot of time writing about sting in this chapter. I'm taking every single thing at face value, but he's writing a lot about sting in this chapter. And it's really interesting to see the sting as a character has had a bit of an arc.
Yes.
Pat looks like he's exploding to say something.
I am, because you're right. There is an arc here. Hey, give me Sting. Chris, thank you for handing me Sting, the prop we have hanging on the wall. When you bought this, I thought it was irresponsible, but I've slowly come to realize that it's fucking rad.
It's my version of the map for you.
Oh, it really is. Because this is like, it's a replica of the sword Sting. It's probably 2 feet long. It's fucking
Sharp as shit.
Oh, it is absolutely razor
It is a
sharp.
fully sharpened razor blade.
We used it to cut a brownie once.
Well, I think it's cut both Chris and I on different occasions because we play with it like this. I'm just going to balance it on the table above my feet. But the point of Sting and the relevance in this chapter is that, do you know why it's called Sting? It came from Bilbo, who called it Sting after he killed a bunch of spiders in Mirkwood in The Hobbit.
No shit.
It is the sting of the fly that the spiders couldn't get.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Flies don't sting, they bite.
Well,
They kinda
Laura,
sting at the beach.
Stings when you can't get your prey, though.
but the other thing
Feel
is,
the burn, it
do you
stings.
guys
Yeah.
do you guys remember that quick line about Shelob being the mother of basically the horrors of Mirkwood and Dol Gildor, those spiders?
So this is a family reunion.
This is a family murder.
Wow. So this is the sword that murdered a bunch of her own offspring.
Right. Not that she gives a right.
She
Not-
doesn't care about
She doesn't
them.
care about
She doesn't
them.
care about them. But
She even
the
said they're bastards.
Right. The spiders that Bilbo killed in Mirkwood are the offspring of Shelob.
Yeah.
Whom Frodo just faced down with Sting.
Nice. Do you think she understands the irony?
Absolutely not. She doesn't know them. She
Would've
doesn't
been
give
perfect.
a shit about anything. She would probably thank Frodo for making room for better spiders.
That is wild, dude.
Now,
Yeah.
speaking of family lineage, it says that Shelob is the last child of Ungoliant, and it just leaves it there. Who or
Yeah.
what is Ungoliant?
So Ungoliant is actually in the language Sindarian, and the word just translates to dark spider. So it's a type of like spider spirit that's been
Oh.
around since
Like
the dawn of
essence
time.
spider.
Yeah, it's very malevolent.
How might one say in Sindarian, evil dead spider?
I don't know.
I need to know. If you know
Ungoliant,
this, let me
one
know.
word, Ungoliant means dark spider. So
Evil Dead Ungol.
Wait a second. Ungol.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Kirith Ungol.
Yeah.
Passive the spider.
Yes.
Oh, she got there. That's what college degrees gets you.
Ah.
I love you so
now
much.
you know what Tauric Ungol means.
Yep. Tunnel
Spi-
of the spider.
Lair.
Lair of the spider.
It's called
Yeah.
Shelob's Lair.
Fuck off.
Not
I
supposed
got
to,
it now.
Chris, we're not supposed to call it that.
Shelob is the name of the spider. So
Yes.
it's like,
Hmm.
yeah,
Shelob is the common name.
yeah.
Fun.
Yeah, dude.
It took a while to get there, but we got there.
That's cool.
Tolkien's a linguist.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
Ungoliant is the evil spider that basically precipitates the end of the old world in a way that very much drives all the action and creates Middle Earth as we know it.
Interesting.
It is an amazing story. It's super cool, but it's kind of deep lore.
So right after they get trapped and they're like stuck in the corner and, you know, they realize that
After the fork.
after the fork and Sam is like, this was his plan all along about Gollum and he's really upset. When Chris and I were reading together, I realized that my book had a different word in it than his.
What?
So when Frodo is saying, you know, I still feel they are looking at me or thinking about me, making some other plan, blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, Sam's anger is rising. He goes, tripped in the end. is what my book says.
Tricked?
Tripped.
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 Tripped in the end.
Chris's book says trapped.
Trapped
in the end.
In the end.
Which I think that's just an old, like, British way probably to say the same thing. Like, I think that's the same meaning. It's on page 706. But mine said tripped. And then when we listened to the audiobook, it also said trapped.
That's
I think they
Adult
changed.
version?
I think they changed it to make it more sense for Americans.
Yeah.
Like I feel like British people just read that and be like, oh, they understood it means both things. Like to fail and to be trapped.
Right. Well, we established early on that Lord of the Kings is a different book.
Well, that was the Timo version.
I
We
have a
left
note
that
that
behind.
says RJ has a Timu copy finally.
No.
Well, what's interesting is
This is the
later on that
legit
page,
one.
it does say the word trap. It says the trap was broken, just a few lines down.
It does. Yeah.
Oh, that's so
interesting.
funny because mine said the trip was broken.
Truly and honestly, of all the things the editors could have caught.
In the end.
And that's what I love that a lot of people have been commenting that. And, you know, Pat, you've said it a couple times that the editors really fought Tolkien to the nail through the whole editing, revising process.
That's what
And
the
that-
prologue taught me.
Yeah.
Well, that was his son. That was Christopher.
So I want to talk about language. Tolkien uses a bunch of words here that I don't really quite understand. And I think that they are weird and I don't like it. The more I lay in bed thinking about it, the more I'm like really into it. First of all, he said hewed again. And I knew exactly what it meant. Thanks to you guys. So thank you. Big ups to you guys. Yeah, made a lot of sense. And it was like, oh, Frodo hewed the cobwebs. And I was like, oh, to chop into little pieces and destroy its form. Got it.
Oh, instead of that guy back on Helm's
Yeah,
Deep,
and I was thinking about
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
Hewed always makes me think of a saw just because it's like a 3-letter word that ends in W. So I just replace hewed with sawed.
For me, it's
Oh,
like
that's
farming, like, you know, hewing the grass or the corn or
Yeah. The second thing that he says was
the wheat.
I miss Hammer.
That's scythe.
That's scything, yeah.
the second thing that he says was a great rent was made as he cuts the webs.
Mhm.
You went as if that's normal. Explain.
So what he was doing was increasing the property value
No. No.
by removing the spider webs.
So a
So
great
now-
rent was made.
Yeah, so now the rent goes up because now there's fewer spider webs.
I hate you so much.
What, did you guys not know this?
What does he mean by the rent went up? I mean, he made a great
Lair
rent.
just became a billionaire's pad.
It's gentrifying.
Oh my God.
Actually, honestly,
I know
don't-
it's pronounced gentrifying. Shut up.
Is that a weird? Okay, is that a phrase or a saying?
Rent is the past tense of rend. And to rend is to break apart. Oh, geez. Okay, I'm
Rip
sorry.
apart.
Yes.
Rend?
Rip apart. Yeah.
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 Are you fucking with me?
No. I'm over that. I'm being
It
legitimate.
does feel like it should have a W in front of
The
it for
rent
some
part,
reason.
when he was talking about increasing the value of the property, that was him fucking around. But
Right.
now
I
what
don't
he's
like
saying
this.
is the truth.
Right.
Also, is huger a word?
No.
Huger.
Huger. Tolkien wrote it twice.
Huger.
Twice in this chapter. Huger.
I don't
Said
think that's,
twice.
I wouldn't use that.
What do you mean? It's big.
It's bigger.
It's bigger than huge.
Yeah.
Huger.
Huger.
He literally wrote
I mean, more huge doesn't sound right
a thing
either.
huger than, and I literally went huger.
Larger.
Isn't he a linguist?
Well, like it's just a matter of scale, right? Because like larger.
Google says that huger is a joke word.
Oh,
It's a mimetic word.
you're gonna trust Google now.
Yeah, I looked up huger, not hooger.
God.
Huger, and it said basically it was like a joke word. Like you would never seriously use the word huger. You would use it to be like, well, my dog's huger than your dog, as like a joke.
I wouldn't use
And
the word. I'd pick a
It didn't-
different word.
He didn't say it as a joke. He said it as
Yeah.
like a
Doesn't mean
serious
it's not real
sentence.
though. I guess.
And I was curious. It sounds to me like a fake word. Do you guys hear that and go, well, you went with your smarmy little when I said rent. What happens when I say huger?
I respect Jert.
I respect his choices.
Honestly, you have to. I mean, I don't respect Google.
All right. You?
Again, I wouldn't use that word, but I don't think more huge sounds more correct.
Yeah.
Corrector?
It just kind of reminds me of like medieval English. like I just feel like, I don't know, with American accent, I wouldn't say it. But if I had a proper British accent and I used it with like huger than, that sounds a little more proper.
Anyway, discuss amongst yourselves,
in a
audience.
comparison sense, maybe.
Yeah.
You guys know what the Huguenots are?
Oh my God.
I guess I got two of you. Done. That's one more than I thought I was going to get.
Did you guys know that spiders have claws?
I do now.
I do now.
Demon spider spirits do.
Bang.
I was very confused because this entire time they were describing the spider in very good description. Like I'm sitting there, I'm picturing this whole thing, and it got a little sexual for a second.
Like horns and tits.
Yeah, horns, tits, and the great big long bag between her legs.
That glows.
glowed
That
and
glows
stank.
and stank. That got me a little thrown at first, but I was like, okay, I'm picturing this thing. I thought it was a girl.
I was really thrown off by the
She's
glowing.
got testes. What's going on? And then all of a sudden they said, and even the horns. I was like, okay, I'm seeing the horns, I'm picturing this thing in my head. But then when they said it was like, and obviously at the end of her long legs were claws, and I was like, what?
Maybe like a single claw?
What? Like I'm picturing crab claws, like
Like a velociraptor.
what's going on?
Just walking on a single little claw at the end, like a crab.
I don't know. Claw. I just.
What, you mean like a crab claw that like like the little scissors motion? like she's got 8 little feet at the end of her. Ew, dude, that's so gross.
Each leg has 2 feet on it.
No, please, no, God. Please, God, no.
I imagined a single claw.
So like
Super crab.
She's just
it's
like tap dancing across.
a big nail, like
Yeah.
like this thing,
Yeah.
Like the velociraptor.
the Velociraptor Jurassic Park thing.
Because, I mean, honestly, a spider is just a dry crab.
Yeah, it's true with extra legs.
No, jeez.
Did anybody else notice when Gollum attacked Sam, the way it was described really threw me off?
Yes.
It said one hand grabbed his mouth
Mhm.
and another hand grabbed his neck. And
Yeah.
something else grabbed his leg. And I was like, what?
Yeah, for a second I thought,
No. Y'all
his
were
tail.
great.
No, I thought, oh, he has a tail.
Tail,
Then I
right?
said, wait, he doesn't have a
He's a
tail.
fucking hobbit.
Yeah. And then I just let it go. I didn't want to know.
Obviously didn't. That stuck with
It was
me.
Gollum's hammer.
Well, especially because, Laura, it starts with a long, clammy hand went over his mouth.
Instead of Mjolnir, it's Yuckmir.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping it's a leg, is all I'm going to say.
I was guessing a leg, but it just, the way it was written, I was just like, what?
Well,
Yeah.
especially because next, like, Sam overtakes him. So, like, if you think about it, Gollum, this little twig of a hobbit who eats raw fish for sustenance, is standing on one leg like a flamingo, wrapping his body around Sam. I mean, Sam has the weight on him. Like, I think that's how he got him knocked down.
Sam's got some mass.
yeah.
Speaking of mass, real fast.
There is no God. Next.
I did not appreciate the fact that Tolkien reminded us approximately 14 times that Sam was fat in this chapter.
Oh, yeah.
No, that was just
He was like, if only Gollum did not realize he was facing a sturdy hobbit.
Well,
I mean, it was to his advantage.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, when you wrestle, you want to be above weight.
Yeah. Actually, that's what I was reminded of. Like high school wrestling, how it goes in weight classes.
Mhm.
I was just imagining like somebody from the highest weight class wrestling someone from the lowest weight
Oh,
yeah.
class.
Yeah, but I mean,
That's
if you
not fair.
get to sneak up on somebody to throw them in a chokehold, that goes a long way.
True.
Do you guys?
Element of surprise.
When it says he spat on Sam's neck,
Yeah,
I was so relieved because the first time they fight,
Excuse?
he bites him. Gollum bites him in the beginning of book 4
Uh-huh.
in the immediate tackle. And in this, when he's finally ready to kill him, he thinks he's winning. He thinks he's going to get the precious. He's just wrapping him up in his body and spitting on him. I'm like, thank God. It gave Sam a chance.
Yeah.
In a moment where there's no hope left, I'm like, I'm so glad Gollum forgot he had teeth for 5 seconds there. Because it's the only way that Sam kind of
I bet
wins.
they're sharp teeth too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I bet he's like
Well,
filed them down.
he barely even bit him. And like Sam had this gaping wound. And Frodo's like, come on, Sam, you're fine. Don't hurt Gollum. And Sam's like, what the fuck? In the beginning of this book. And now
Literally bleeding.
it's time for Gollum to win, to kill. And he's just wrapping him up in a hug. And like he forgets he has teeth. I'm like, thank God, though, because this would have been game over.
Could have ripped his
UFC
throat out.
When he
jiu-jitsu
put
shit.
his hand on his neck and his throat and had something on his leg, I'm like, he's going to rip his throat out now with
It
his
made
teeth.
Sam tap.
Oh, God.
Well, like that's something that
I don't know if anyone else felt relief with the spitting, but I did.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was gross, super gross. But Gollum even has this revelation when Sam throws him that like Gollum knows Gollum fucked up because for once in his long and wretched life, he gloated before he had both hands on his victim's throat.
Right.
And if he just squeezed Sam into that long good night, it would be a different story.
But he had to get the last word in. He had to
Right.
call him a sneak.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of eating,
Who said that?
Well, speaking of the end,
speaking of Shelob fucking mowing down on some hobbits.
Right.
some tasty morsels.
Biting and spitting and eating.
Listen,
Please don't do that.
since we're talking about eating other humans, that's lowercase h.
Oh, that makes it fine. No, run with this one. This is amazing. People
I would
deserve
love
to
to
know
see
where
where
this is
this
going.
goes.
Listen,
I am. We are all
We're all listening.
listen, stop talking.
How to dig yourself out of this hole.
dig up, stupid.
I just think that now is the perfect time to feed me. Okay.
To a spider.
God.
Done.
Wow.
Wow. All right. Owen Wilson in the corner over there. Wow.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
All right, this one's really exciting. It's a great surprise, and you can look at it in 3 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Bang! Sorry, did that scare you? Oh shit!
Oh my God, it's Shelob.
Dude, that's fucking awesome.
It's got googly eyes.
You guys have to see how many googly eyes I put
Oh
on it.
my God.
That is dope as shit.
That's 10.
I'm so glad that somebody said spiders are just dry crabs because the whole plan for tonight was to make Shelob out of crabs.
And she has a claw. This is freaking awesome.
This is
oh my
amazing.
gosh.
So yeah, we actually made Shelob out of crab cakes and crab legs and a million candy eyeballs.
Laura has made a crab the size. Well, Laura has made a spider out of crab cake the size of a plate.
I love the googly eyes. It's my favorite
And we
part.
got actual crab legs coming out of the crab cake with some googly eyes that represent Shelob's eyes.
That's right.
And
I was going for the right scale here. The legs had to be much bigger than the body.
Yeah.
this is really accurate. Honestly, legitimately 10 out of 10.
Thank you.
Yeah, very impressed.
Yeah.
Now let's try it.
And I did make everybody individual crab cakes so that the whole thing doesn't go crashing down when
I love it.
Yeah, like
apart.
you just don't smash into each other's faces and lose all the footage.
I'm going to try
whatever.
this crab cake.
Yeah, you can also grab a leg if you need to.
Ooh, it smells like crab too.
This is really good.
Smells
Thank
like
you.
despair.
The whole thing wasn't supposed to smell as bad as Shelob did, but like if you don't like seafood, it maybe.
It's a good crab cake, legitimately.
Yeah.
It tastes better than orc.
That's good. Considering this crab is actually a spider that eats orc.
I appreciate how much actual crab meat is in it and not just filler.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like so many times you go to a nice restaurant and you're like, oh, I want to have a crab cake. And it's like all breaded. And you're like, ah.
Yeah, but I
Did you make
also
this crab
like
cake?
that.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Yeah. It's a pretty good crab cake. My favorite is when I went to a diner in like central Pennsylvania and ordered a crab cake because I'm stupid.
Yeah, that
and
was your
it came
first
out
mistake.
made of fake crab. Like fish.
Yeah.
Are the crab legs edible?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
baked them.
It's crabs.
How do I eat a crab leg?
You got to crack your
Carefully.
shell.
If I want to eat this now, how do I do it?
Do you want to
The
race?
same way you would normally eat a crab leg.
He normally doesn't eat crab.
I
His
don't
family
eat
wasn't
crab
seafood.
legs.
You
Here, I'll show you,
crack it
honey.
open.
So you're going
Oh.
to take a leg.
Show us.
Oh, there's a toothpick in it.
I got you.
I see that.
Guys,
Gonna
the
take a leg.
balancing act to get this thing to stand up, atrocious.
So I think the easiest way is just to pop that. And then you take this and you crack it. And you
Usually
just pull
there's
the
tiny
meat
little
out.
forks that help
But if you
get
crack
the meat
it
out.
right, it will come out in a big piece.
So for the people at home who are not watching the video, RJ just dismantled Shelob's left arm for fun and
Jay's
profit.
showing us how to pick crabs.
Also-
Pat, could you remind us of what Shelob sounds like when her arm is dislobbed?
See?
I feel like that was so accurate.
That was great. Thank you very
There
much.
was gurgling.
That was very
there
good.
was hissing.
That was very good.
It
You
scared
want
the
to
cat
give it
away.
a try, Chris?
Yeah, I'll try it. I'll
really
try
good.
it.
That's just going to be an amazing
Here, take
clip.
this one too.
Okay. I now have 3 microphones.
Has 3 of the 4.
Wait, hold on, hold Lars.
I finished it. I'll hold mine.
That's okay. I'm a producer. I can do this.
Okay. They're really good.
I feel like the podium at a press conference.
You
mine
are
if you
the
want.
podium. I love that.
Do you want to try one?
Yes.
Do you want me to hold your mic?
Yes, please.
All right, so I just
Break it at the joint
Yes.
why do you break it to the joint?
So it can't run.
so you can suck that little piece.
Oh god.
You can if you want. Or now
Break
just
it in
break,
half like
Chris,
this.
break that part in half.
What are you laughing at now?
You guys, break it in half, and then when you pull, the whole thing comes
Very
out.
nicely
And
done.
then there's the the lipstick from the dog.
Oh, God.
You eat the lipstick.
You're a wretched animal. Crab
Oh, it's good crab.
leg.
Very good. Oh, yeah.
I don't know how to do this.
No, just put your lips on it and suck.
There you go, babe.
Got the lipstick.
For our listeners, Chris was trying to open a crab leg for the first time.
Ugh, I'm not very good at it. We went to Baltimore and we did blue crab.
He struggled.
It was not great.
The smaller the crab, the more work it is.
Yeah.
You got to get
But
those
that
big
meat-
RJ
crabs.
was like,
so
this is going to
sweet.
be the best fucking crabs you've ever had. And I was like, all right, this sounds good. This is cool. And they were like, just so you know, if you get the blue crab lunch, it's like $70 a person. And I was like, ooh, exciting. This is cool. And then I proceeded to smash 5 crabs into bits and pieces. I hewed them.
Good job.
And I had about a tablespoon and a half of crab
That
meat
is
I ate.
not
Yep,
true.
yep, that's what it feels like.
And I was like,
You
what the
gotta work for
fuck
your
was the
food
point of this?
when you eat crabs.
And they were sooks, too. They were the females. They were really good.
Thank you.
Oh, look at that.
Mm.
Pat's picking crabs for his friends.
That's really nice. Well,
You're
listen, this
welcome.
is the perfect spot to end chapter 9, Shelob's Lair. Of the 2 towers, we have 1 chapter left
One
in
final
the 2
chapter?
towers. I
Holy
cannot believe it. We
shit.
are moving along. We are almost 2/3 of the way done this podcast. This podcast is a read-through podcast of the Lord of the Rings. Anything we do after the Lord of the Rings is just a fucking gift to our listeners.
That's right.
Yeah.
We are 66.66% of the way. Well, you know, we will.
710
Next
pages.
week we will be
Yeah.
66.66. We're almost done. This challenge feels insane to me. I cannot believe the fact that we are literally next week finishing the 2 towers. I cannot believe
I
it.
feel like we just started it.
We have
Yeah.
15 pages left. of
I'm
Two
so
Towers.
excited.
Shit.
Because 2 things. 1, that means that in the next 2 weeks, we're going to watch the 2 towers.
My favorite of the trilogy.
I can't wait to watch this
Oh
movie.
Yeah.
my god.
Holy shit.
You fucking nerds who think you know the story because you saw the movie.
Yeah.
This is going to be one of those moments.
I love it.
Oh, it's going to be so good.
Oh.
You guys are going to love it.
Second thing that's crazy is that in the next 3 to 4 weeks, we're going to start the Return of the King.
Yo, there's only run.
That's crazy. I feel like we
Unbelievable.
literally just finished the Fellowship, but in reality, we're just finishing the 2 towers.
Yeah.
I'm so thankful for this. I'm so thankful for our listeners. I'm so thankful for you guys. I'm so thankful for this crab that gave its life so that I might have more strength.
Yep.
I'm going to need it to outrun Shelob. If Shelob was the name of the badass spider, this thing on the plate is named Shelob.
Crab lob.
That's what's going on. I don't know.
No, you don't want to eat the
Go
crab.
ahead.
It's got candy eyes.
Go ahead, Pat.
I'm going to eat Shelob's face, which is a small crab cake covered in candy googly eyes. And I'm going to do it in one bite.
About 10 of them.
Oh,
Oh,
he
Pat's
did
about
it.
to choke. We don't love this.
We do have a very large insurance policy that we took out on this podcast when we started it.
Woo!
After knowing
I thought
who
you were
our
going to sit on this like nightmare of a
after,
human.
after knowing our
Open his
friend,
mouth, I thought he was just going to vomit up a crab cake.
just projectile vomit.
Just eyes everywhere.
It's just darkness, like in the fucking chapter. I love it. He's got a face going on here. It's a no go.
The
How,
eyes
how would you describe it?
a mistake.
We all could have told you that.
MISS steak or MS period steak?
Is she married or no?
Yeah, is she married? Is she hot? What's going on?
Not
Give us
my
the-
problems.
She got a lot of onomatopoeias.
Oh, she got a lot going on, bro.
Yeah.
Because I got to tell you, guys, candy does not make a crab cake better.
No.
No.
But you know what makes a podcast better?
Crabs?
Knowing the name of the next chapter. What is the name of the final chapter of the Two Towers?
The final chapter of The Two Towers is The Choices of Master Samwise.
Really? The Choices of Master Samwise? That's a cool name.
It's so
It is
dramatic.
such an epic chapter. It's such an epic way to finish this book. I can't wait for you guys to read it. I can't wait to discuss it next week.
I'm so curious about what the Choices of Master Samwise are.
Me too.
I guess I'll find out when I read the chapter, though.
I think I have crab on my
That's
face.
a wrap on Full of It Took, Chapter 9 of the Two Towers. Thank you guys so freaking much for paying attention, for hanging out with us this week. Once again, if you are an audio-only listener, first of all, we love you. Thank you so much for being a follower of our podcast. But if you are interested in watching us, we do have a full-on filmed YouTube show. YouTube, Full of It Took podcast. Go check it out. If you're a video-only person, and for some reason you only watch videos of us, first of all, kind of weird. Second of all, we have audio only, and it works great when you're driving. You can listen to our podcast while driving. Did you know that? It's a new technology. Check it out. Third
you,
of all,
Chris.
ratings. We've gotten a couple reviews and a couple ratings so far. Sorry, that claw attacked the
Drop
fuck out
that
of me.
crab leg on the floor.
We've had a couple people that have reviewed and rated us. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. If you get a chance and if you're interested, we work very hard to make this show as entertaining as humanly possible for our listeners. If you like it, give us a 5-star rating. We would really appreciate it.
Heck yeah.
Fourth and final thing I got to say is that we are coming to the close of the second season of Full of It Took. I have to say it. I had to say it at the end of season 1. I got to say it at the end of season 2. And next week is the end of season 2. That once again, when we are finished the Two Towers, we are going to be taking a small break. And in that break, we're going to refresh ourselves. We're going to get ready for season 3. We're going to do what we need to do. Laura's got to come up with some awesome new things to make for the show. And I got to edit 1 billion episodes. So I just
Gonna
want
birth a child, no big deal.
Yeah, and also we're having a baby. So we're going to need a second to figure that out and how that works with the show. But
Pat's
we
gonna
just...
sit on his ass.
Pat's going to sit around.
I'm not going to skip leg day anymore. That's my contribution.
Yeah, and so I just want to remind everybody, just like with season 1 going into season 2, there will be a break, but just like season 2, we will be back.
Yes.
And I know this is literally the joy of my week every week, is just to get together and talk about this book with my friends and the love of my life. It's really special because, my future son is getting to be a part of this.
Yeah.
We are 4 hosts, 5 humans. This is Full of It Took.